Oh, that's you. Okay. And welcome to the Australian Lacrosse Network for your impromptu game between Victoria and South Australia. There's a bit of a test for what's coming for the next 3 days here at the beautiful Brighton Lacrosse Club. And we've got South Australia after a shot there from Greta Murphy. But a turnover here, and the ball's coming back the other way. And that's Suarez Uri. And she is going to be held up and brought back as there's no advantage there. So Mangan will just be sitting out behind. So Suarez Uri with the ball. And it's a little overcast here for those watching. It's about 12 degrees and it's going through. So Suarez Uri just getting crashed on that. It was free space. And first, another opportunity here for the Victorians after Murphy with the first shot. So we're sitting right behind this one at the moment. So Miriam with the ball. Sets, pops, and this is the cage, but the backup's there. Ebony Norman with the backup down the back, and the Victorians will bring it back in from the Brighton club end. For all of those that you know, the Brighton Lacrosse Club, and on the backfield, it's into the fourth quarter, and currently South Australia men's lead 9-5 against Victoria. So for all of those who are joining in on the Australian Lacrosse Network, it's great to be able to bring you live free lacrosse from this Under-18 Lacrosse Australia Championship. So ball just being reset. So ball kicks up there to Harris. Harris up to Dawson. Dawson just assessing her options at the moment, just starting to get players into where they need to be. As Suarez Uri with the ball again. Another one crashes in on cage. Good job there by SA. It just flicks that one out the back, but we're going to have a blue ball. So Victorian ball out the back. It's coming out the side now again to Suarez Uri. So taking on, steps inside, gets around 1-2, just drops a shot. Good defense there from South Australia. And we will see Kira Voisey in the cage. Just settle it down there as she goes, looks out the other side. Oh, intercepted. Great interception there from Greta Murphy. Steps back inside and good defense, but she's going to be called for a push. And that's going to be a free shot from the top here. Really good interception there from Murphy. And Victoria with another opportunity. So that's Norman, actually. Norman, sorry. Oh, Dawson, sorry. Dawson with the free shot up top, looks down the bottom. Suarez Uri looking to get into the game very early. Wants to get on to the cage. Going to draw the slight ire of the official there. And Mangan will have to sit out the back. So again, right behind the shot here, as we see it heading down to the Brighton Lacrosse Club. Last time, let it fly just to the left top. Looks again, pops, puts, and through the 5-hole. And Victoria on the board for the first one here in their 2022 Under-18 Championship. That one gets them away. And Miriam Suarez Uri just, that's about her third shot already, and certainly been well in the play. So ball coming back to the centre. Centre draw here. We've got Dawson up against Kira Lawson. The ball back to the centre. Ball snapped up. Taken well by Dawson. Dawson looks on the outside. Not there. Kicks that down there to Bergen. Bergen, just a high and healthy pop over the top, and that one's going to go straight out of bounds. Must have got the breeze under that one, and just taken it with the breeze. If you were kicking with the breeze, that's the end to go this quarter. But ball will be brought in by South Australia. and all the way down the outer side. Just running into lots of trouble there, but gets out of it well. That's Lip. Laney just under an enormous amount of pressure. Needs some help here. Gets that in the way of Kate Osborne. Osborne loses the handle of the ball. Ball to be won here. Picked up there by Asha May. And Asha May just settling it down into the offensive end for South Australia. Looks inside. Nice little cut. Inside roll. Backhand. Left hand. Pops it. Puts it away. And Kate Osborne with the first one for South Australia. Evens it up here. And we see 1 goal apiece. As took a little bit of time to get out of that defensive end there, did South Australia. Under plenty of pressure from the Victorians, but once they did get out, the gates opened up a little and they found some space and able to sit in and get her first goal of the game was Kate Osborne, who was pivotal in getting that one back down. So 1-1 here. As back to the centre, we see Lawson up against Dawson. That's almost a rhyme there, Lawson and Dawson. But ball pops out straight to the stick of Kate Osborne, last goal scorer. She looks down to attack the cage, being pressured heavily there by Haynes. Just runs it out the back. Ball lost, but picked up. No damage done there from Katie Abbott. Steps inside. That's Ashen May. Good save there from Jessica Stone. It's always good as a keeper to get your first save on the board. And does very well there with May coming in on her very closely. Looking for an outlet here. South Australia riding well. And we've got Soiree Zero. She's doing a power work at the moment for the number 12 for Victoria. And May's going to have to keep a close eye on her as she breaks out here again. And just, I think she'll be one to watch as the tournament goes on. Just gets past. Hayes, though, under pressure, just hanging it out. Bit of a, just to try a little takeaway there. No damage done. Ball down the back. So, assessing options here. Norman just steps inside. Good crash from the SA team. But pops down in the 5-hole again. And that one's come off the leg. But Ebony Norman with her first of the game, first of the quarter. And Victoria will go out to a 2-1 lead here. And always good as an attacker to get that first one on the board as well as we start a championship weekend here in South Australia. For our viewers tomorrow, with a 60% chance of rain, I believe. And it's going to be about 14 to 15 degrees. So it could get a little wet tomorrow. We're going to be bringing you a couple of games live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And then Saturday, the rain eases off about 30%. And then 10% on Sunday for finals day, where we'll be bringing you 3 big games. The 3-4 of the men's and 1-2 in the women's and men's games on Sunday here. As ball is won out of the middle. Lawson steps down, pops, puts it away. All the way from the centre draw. And don't they like that, the South Australians, evening that up very quickly. And Kelsey Lawson with one straight out of the centre. And that's the way you want to do it. Give the ball to yourself. Pop it out in front, run on, and 2-2. And if it continues like this, it could be a really high-scoring game. So back to the centre, we've got a change here. Miriam Suarez-Uri has come into the centre against Kelsey Lawson after that last centre draw. So umpires just setting up, out, and Uri battle for the ball. Might be a pre-check there, so that's going to go Miriam's way. As Lawson just with a pre-check on the head of the stick there as the ball was being picked up. So setting out, number here, inside. No, steps inside. Looking to have a big tournament is Miriam, and she pops that one over the top. But back up there had by Norman. Norman will bring the ball back in for the Victorian under-18 women's team. Ball kicked up the top there to Harris. Harris kicks over to Haynes. Haynes just clearing space there is Miriam. So Haynes with the ball, stepping inside, well guarded. Great defense there for the South Australians. And going to be a card here for one that just might have gone pop, pop, pop. And the bubble has been popped. I'm going to see a 2-minute yellow card there. And that will be Jade Mangan. Wasn't a lot in it, but as the ball just gets thrown over the top. Now the grass is pretty long out here. We've had a little bit of rain. Great pickup there from Norman. Norman up the top to Kukucha. Oh, good interception. And there might be another card here as well, I'd say. Or have they just stopped the time? So time, I'm just waiting to see whether they reached it. So it might be, so that's Lip going to the bench. And we're going to have so might have just worn a stick. Might be a little bit, might have opened up a little bit there, just with a little bit on the nose. But she looks like she's okay out there. Might have just worn one in the nose, but being treated over there is Lip. Might have even worn one in there. So Abbott with the ball. She'll bring it out of defence. She's got Kukucha. I just like to Kukuracha. So here we go. Abbott, the 2-17s. Again, and then the 7 steps in board, and that's going to be a push. So Abbott with the ball. Still up against Kukucha. So lots of whistles here early in this one. And she'll have to come behind Abbott. Abbott still looking for an outlet and finds one, but that's in the colour of a Victorian, and Lily Shaw with the ball. Ball to be won. Bobbling around. Lawson picks the ball up. Still has the ball. Loses the ball. Pre-check. That'll be a South Australian ball. So Lawson will take that one. As the Victorians all look around and think, what's happening now? There's 3 around the ball, so there's got to be loose South Australians here. And you've got Hayes and May on her left. So numbers here for South Australia, just trying to work out what's going on. As Lawson, just like she did out of the centre last time, just down the outside, looks to go inside, looking for an outlet out the back, just taking it down to X. Under pressure there, though, from Grace Bockma. And Grace Bockma will just get the eye of the referee, but no penalty. Looks up the top here to Larwood. Larwood pops down the bottom. May steps in and free space there. So Asher May will line up here with a free shot and an opportunity to put South Australia up 3-2. Steps inside, pops, tries to get right on the cage. Good save, pops over the other side. And bang, there is a goal there just off a bit of a scrap to Lily Whitty. So right place, right time for Whitty. Right on the bounce off the keeper. And we see Whitty with her first. South Australia out to a 3-2 lead here. So ball back into the centre. We see Dawson up against Lawson. That's going to be easy for me to remember as South Australia play Victoria if they keep setting centre draws like that. Dawson and Lawson. So ball about to be centre draw here. And a big game in the context of this tournament. It always is the first one when you get away. So if you can win the first one, your tournament's normally pretty well set up for a final berth, but still plenty of time. And just missing the handle there with the throw. And Pagliario just not quite. Great work there from Mangan. Mangan, she's got her motors on, and she had advantage up ahead of her. She's got Lawson up ahead. Someone needs to present to her and give her an opportunity here just to release that ball. Ball kicked over there to Keisler. Oh, sorry, that is Larwood. 27 and 21. Up to Lawson. 2-on-1 here. So Lawson with the ball. Kicks it down the back. Milbank on the left. And ball. So ground ball to be won here. And Victoria just kick it over. Another ground ball to be won. Good contest. Still ball to be won. So, and well picked up there from Kutcha. And got it down here to Norman. Norman assessing her options. And nothing much going on. Just a nod of the head to say, look, let's clear some space here. Let's find a player. Out to Pagliario. Pagliario back down to Kutcha. Kukucha. Ball assessing, good cut there from Harris. Ball a little bit sloppy at the moment, the stick skills, but that's always to be expected in the first game of the tournament where, you're just not quite sure what's going on. Jesse Schill with the ball, kicks it down there, looks inside. That's Danny Cox. Cox, a late inclusion into the team. There was a COVID scare, so Cox comes in, and can she put a goal away? Great save there from Jessica Stone. Just pops that one off the knee. Great position. But Jessica Cox getting well in on the cage, and takes a good goalie to save those goals when they're in that close. We've got Larwood with the ball, looks down. Milbank picks up the ball, kicks it up to Lawson. And right there, that quarter went very, very quickly. Before you know it, it's quarter time. We've got a 3-2 game here between South Australia and Victoria. South Australia currently leading 3-2 on your Australian Lacrosse Network. And back here we come, and it's into the start of the second quarter. We got Dawson against Lawson again in this for the centre draw here. We see South Australia currently leading 3-2 as ball up in the air. Dawson, Lawson, and that is Suarez Yuri. And she has done a power work for the Victorians, and I tell you what, they need to crash on her because she will try and put the ball away. Free space, and we've got a card here. Another card, and that is Taylor Mangan, and that is her second yellow, so that is a yellow-red. Early into the second quarter, so that is a 5-minute penalty for Victoria. Great save for Kira Voisey as Miriam gets right in on the cage, but now SA will be down for 5 minutes, man down, or woman down. And that is, by my account, that is Jade Mangan's second yellow, which turns into a red, which is out the game. And not much in that one either. She could feel a little unlucky with that, but that's the way it goes. Still a long tournament for the rest of the week. And I'm not sure whether they actually miss a game now too if they get a red. So we'll have to look at that. But if you're going to miss one, I suppose early in the competition's good, especially if you make the finals. Goal scorers in that first quarter for South Australia. We saw Lawson, Osborne and Whitty all get on the board. And for Victoria, we saw Norman get one and Suarez Yuri get one. So as ball is out the back, under plenty of pressure with a push. So there's a double is going to be on here for a long, long time. That's Burns just out the back, just looking to pop over and turns the ball over. Great interception there. But plenty of pressure on her. Not giving it up easy, so ball still to be won here. Oh, there's a bit of a, that's going to be another card. That is a big swipe. And South Australia will sit down with two in the box, one for 2 minutes and one for probably about 4 minutes. So great opportunity here for Victoria if they can utilise these man-up opportunities. And there's someone you want to get the hand and the ball in the stick of. Suarez Yuri, she's carving through and bang, another one. So she gets her second of the game. And it is all even here. So the ball and a timeout called here as well. So I think South Australia just wanted to have a little chat about their penalty situation in that last little minute of play. But we see Victoria even it up at 3-3. As the breeze just turns around a little and it comes straight back into us. And all we need down here now is beanies. As Ben puts his on. And just a little bit of a timeout here called by South Australia. And just for those joining, we've got a final score in the back there for South Australia and Victoria. And South Australia under 18 boys have run out 10-7 winners against the Victorians. So that really sets up their week, given the fact that New Zealand won their first game today against Western Australia ever in an under-18 competition in the state. And they ran out winners by a couple of goals as well. So it's a good start to the week for both of those teams in New Zealand and South Australia on the men's side. But we're concentrating on the women at the moment, and it is a 3-3 game here in the first game for these two teams. The game before this one, New Zealand, WA running out reasonably comfortable winners in the first game. So WA getting on the board in the other under-18 women's game. Now we'll be bringing you all of that live and free action tomorrow from the beautiful Brighton Lacrosse Club. And as long as the rain stays away, it'll look perfect through the camera. And we thank Anastasia up there for braving the cold. And doing a great job on the camera is Anastasia Araviakis. Ball out, and there we go. So Dawson wins that one out of the centre. Against Lawson, looks down. Suarez Uri, and there's another one. And those man-down penalties can certainly cost you. And if the ball is in the stick, and she is certainly looking like a potential game winner early in the game with threats a hat-trick early in the game. And we see Victoria out to a 4-3 lead. And I could just see over the back there in South Australia, it looks like Jade Mangan, that is her out of the game. It's just been consoled by the coaches. You know what? It's an early in the tournament, so she'll be right from here. But so ball back in the centre. Centre draw, up, and we've got a change there. So Dawson was up against Keely Shido there, and Dawson will win that one. As Larwood has to just step out behind her, and Suarez Uri, she's been carving through, looks down, and misses the cage right in front there. Does Lily Harris, but no damage done because the backup was had down there by Norman. Norman races around, need to put pressure on before she gets in, and Norman puts another one away. And in the blink of an eye, we see South Australia just on the back of 3 quick goals from Victoria go from a 3-2 lead to a 5-3 deficit. And a really, really good set of play there. And that's Ebony Norman's second of the game as well. And in the blink of an eye, Victoria out to a 5-3 lead after South Australia had plenty of as the sun just, sorry, I took a moment there because the sun just came out behind me and I was soaking it up. And so ball back in the centre. So we see Shido. Picks up the ball. Oh, big one there. Oh, there was a card given for one of those before. So Shido with the ball. As we see Harris just putting pressure. Oh, another one. So there's making hard work of it with 3 or 4 around. I know there's still a man down here, but if they kick it the other side here quickly and move the ball, they'll get into some free space where they can actually cross this ball. Great ride from the Victorian defence, just getting through. Good job there from South Australia, but they're still in a man down situation. Oh, nice inside turn, Pops. Great save down the bottom there from Stone, as we saw Lauren O'Callaghan with the shot. Good inside turn onto the left, but Stone too good for that one. And that's her 3rd save of the game so far, but and there's going to be another card. So we've seen a couple of these already, so the ladies in black and white are hot on it. And we're going to see a yellow card there going to Grace Bokma. That is her 1st of the game. So South Australia, that will even them up, so that they'll be pleased with that. So ball out the other side now. And that is with Osborne. So even numbers. And now South Australia go man up. So South Australia with an opportunity here. The Victoria scoring 3 in that man up opportunity. So can South Australia get one on the board here? Kicks down to Larwood. Larwood with the ball, assessing her options. Good cut inside. Looks up the top. Got Whitty. Whitty's already got one. Ball to be won. And drawn the defenders out. So if they can move the ball on quickly here, there's in the centre, and there's one sitting open in the centre. Looks up, just drops the handle of the ball there. Did Keely Shido, but those opportunities will keep presenting if you keep cutting. So ball down the outer side. Still man up here are South Australia. So ball in the hands of Shido. Shido kicks it down to Larwood. Larwood back to, great pick up off the feet. Great pick up off the feet there was Keely Shido. Pops that one away. And Shido with her 1st of the game. And she brings it back to a 5-4 game. And plenty of work being done in the man-up opportunity here from both teams with scoring. And I tell you what, Keely Shido did a fantastic job to pick that one off the feet, as that pass was dug low. And we have a 5-4 game here. Even though the scoreboard at the ground says 4-all, it definitely is 5-4 in the way of the blue and white V. So ball back in the centre. We see here Shido again. Up against Norman. No, that's Dawson. Sorry. I shouldn't get that wrong. Dawson looks in. Suarez Yuri. She's everywhere when it comes into the cage. And there we go. Dawson just says, you know what? I'm going to take this. Looked inside to Suarez Yuri and didn't find her in there and said, I'll do it myself. So Ebony Norman now. Oh, sorry. That was Dawson. Dawson with her 1st of the game. And out to a 6-4 lead. Victoria. So we have Kelsey Lawson just stepping back in. So Lawson and Dawson back into the centre. We got Alana Eag out in the outer side here, guarded by Greta Murphy. And then we see Shido and Suarez Yuri just off the centre. So ball to be won. Ball down on the deck, in the air, flicking around. Suarez Yuri. She picks the ball up. She will always put pressure on the defence and go to cage. Draws a player, misses a cage. Goalie comes out. Good work there from Kira Voisey. Just on the burst is Kira Voisey. Looks inside. Oh, now she just pops it up into the middle. Got to find her way back. Suarez Yuri looks down, but decides just to settle it. No, pops it inside. That is Dawson. Dawson stepping inside. Pops on her left. Little one around the corner, and that is 2. And Dawson, a little turnover there. Unfortunately, there, great job from Kira Voisey to get out the cage and use her feet. Just missed missed Lawson, but found Dawson coming back the other way. And just lazy onto the left hand, just pops it over the left hand shoulder and gets her 2nd for the game. And 7-4 is the score here, Victoria, South Australia, as we have a change in the face. In the centre draw, Isabel Beard. We haven't seen her in the centre draw yet. Dawson has taken everyone up against Lawson. So Beard against Lawson. Centre draw just setting him nicely there. Centre draw up, not, they're going to, okay, so Beard, 1 for 1 out of the centre draw. Said to be illegal by Lawson. Kicks it down there, steps, great shave there from Boise again. Stick side high, it must be said, but Murphy, she'll get her sights on. And no, not to go stick side high, but good. Still got to save them. If they're on the cage and you have to get your stick in the way. Ball down the outer side here. Kicks up to Osborne. Osborne with legs there on Kucha. Steps inside. Osborne just looks up. Not there. Cox rolls inside. Still going. Trying to be pushed out. Just using the body. As Trinity Meacham gives her some pressure. Good pick. Just loses the ball. Now might need to move it on. She's done a fair bit of work. Get it on to one of your teammates and let them have some opportunities. Ball down the back there with Mia Haynes. Haynes kicks up the top. Cox just steps, looks. And Danny with the ball. Stepping inside. Runs around on the left. Looks inside. Yeah, great job to Lawson. Pops it home. Great look there from Danny Cox inside. And we see Kelsey Lawson with her second of the game. And just drove hard down that left-hand side, did Cox. Cox looked inside. Lawson had popped up to the middle. Pops it down through the 5-hole. And Kelsey Lawson with her second of the game. And back to 5-7 now. The way of Victoria. Ball back in the centre. Isabella Beard up against the last goal scorer there in Kelsey Lawson. So back to the centre. Is he getting the last centre draw here? So she's 1 for 1 at the moment. So why not keep yourself in there when you're 1 and 1? Ball up, out. Ball to be won on the deck. Great tap forward. Needs a ground ball here. And no, play it on. Yep. As Beard picks the ball up, looks inside. Great look inside. Finds Abby Burns. Great knockdown there was Lily Hayes. And that's found Ash May. Asha May gets inside. She's got runners. Asha May just putting the Jets on at the moment. Down into the offensive end. She's picked up by Trinity Meacham. Meacham just assesses. Pops it up here to Ivy Larwood. Larwood up to Cox. Cox steps around left hand. Steps inside. That is going to be free space. And Cox will take the ball on the arc with an opportunity here. And she doesn't mind shooting just quietly by the look of it. She looks like she wants to be very attacking on the cage. So there could be a shot coming here from Danny Cox. Just waiting on a whistle, steps, pops, puts it away. And Danny Cox with her first of the game into the second quarter here. And a great free shot there from Cox. So 1 goal, 1 assist as Cox in the last 2 goals. Nothing like just filling up your stat sheet. And we've got a 6-7 game. Really entertaining game, up and back. And but I'm going to say, Victoria winning the ball out then. And it was a great little knockdown. Just those little interceptions, which she won't get a stat for. But Lily Hayes for South Australia knocked it down, got it over to Ashton May, who burrowed down. And they're those little 1%ers that probably never get talked about unless I'm commentating. And ball back in the centre. So Dawson back in the centre. And that's a good against Ivy Larwood. Ball to be won. Larwood, no. Stepped up, picked up well by Osborne. Osborne looks down. Cox, oh, good save there again from Stone. Saw where the last one went and said, if you're going to shoot it there again, I'm going to eat them up all day. So Stone just assessing her options. Doesn't have to rush too much here. Plenty of opportunities. And she could just walk it up, find it, and there's the outlet. Great outlet and great presentation there from Rhiannon Burgeon. And here we go. We've got a break on. There's numbers in front of the play. But Dawson with the ball. She's already been into the cage a couple of times, and she's going to get another one. That's her hat trick for the day already. 3 for number 3. And they're just going to do a quick stick check here, as they do on the occasional goal these days. But Marley Dawson with her third of the game. And she is going to be all clear. And back out now to an 8-6 game. And it's very free-flowing out here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club. Must be the sunshine just starting to melt things a little. And we're just starting to open up a little bit. But good play by all players at the moment. Everyone seems to have had a touch. I don't think I haven't not called anyone yet. So that means they're all in the contest. So Larwood up against, I reckon this is Miriam Suarez-Yuri into the centre. So Ivy up against Miriam. Both of these players have been doing a lot of work through that centre corridor and up forward. So Ivy wins the ball. Great centre draw. Kicks it out to Osborne. Osborne steps down. Just crashes, Suarez-Yuri might have worn one straight across the back then. Looks inside. Little knockdown there. Again, those little 1%, those little knockdowns. And that was Grace Bockmer with that knockdown. And this could open up for Victoria. Ball picked up by the last goal scorer in Dawson. Dawson under a bit of pressure there from Abbott. Just steps inside. Kicks it out to Suarez-Yuri. Yuri with the ball. Picks up Abbott, who passes off to Cox. Cox with good pressure. Always hard with the lefty, just guarding you that side. Kicks it over there to Bergen. Bergen looks inside, not there. Suarez-Yuri up the top. Looks to do some work. Pick set. Runs into Abbott. Runs through Abbott. Gets past. That one's gone out the back, and that's going to be a red ball. Might have just got there in the, just like the cycling last night at the Tour de France. No. Yep. South Australia. Even from here, I was good at that. Bit like the Tour de France last night, where it was about 2 millimetres in it over about 170 odd kilometres on cobblestones, and had the bejeebers rattled out of them. But ball down there with Voisey. Voisey under pressure, but under not much pressure, I don't think here. Clock's on the field. That's why she's holding the ball. So less than 30 to go in this quarter. Don't want to turn the ball over here, South Australia. And there's something that you can't actually do. You can't free start with 30 seconds left on the clock. There should have been a turnover there to Victoria. Can't free start in that in the stop clock. So ball in the stick. Pop. Good save again up the top. Was Jessica Stone. And that will finish off the quarter. And might have got away with one there, South Australia, down in this back corner with that free start with clock on the field in stop time. But no damage done, and a great save again then from Stone right at the death. As we see here, Victoria, South Australia, it is an 8-6 game. Might just give a couple of quick goal scorers before we go and have a bit of a break. So we see here for Victoria, Norman with 2, Marley Dawson with 3, and we've got Miriam Suarez-Yuri with 3. So 83 goal scorers for the Victorian team. And on South Australia, we saw Danny Cox with 1. Kelsey Lawson has 2. Kate Osborne has 1. Lily Whitty has 1. And Keely Shido in that quarter has 1 as well. 8-6 game, halftime here, and the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll see you very, very shortly. All right. After half-time here, we see a centre draw. We'll have a re-centre draw there as we have Larwood up against Dawson in the centre. And the sun has just blessed us here at the beautiful Brighton Lacrosse Club, just coming over the for the afternoon sun. It has bathed the ground in sunshine at the moment and certainly warmed up about 3 degrees. So ball back in the centre. Larwood up against Dawson. Dawson with the ball, without the ball, with the ball. Doing a good job in the centre draw there for Victoria is Marley Dawson. And looking for an option there. That is Abby Burns is her option, who then kicks it over to Lily Harris. Harris with the ball. Looking at assessing her options down the outside. Good crash there from Lawson, who kicks the ball out to Rhiannon Bergen. Bergen just running a little bit of looks inside. Great look there from Ebony Norman to find Marley Dawson inside, but might have just copped a little bit of a check on that shot and ball sails over the top, and then it ends up in the stick of Miriam Suarez-Yuri, who has done a power of work in this offense and given an opportunity. Just looks inside. Great little dump. Good. Another good little stick, but ball up back up the top to Suarez-Yuri. Steps inside, pops. Good job there from Voisey. Voisey with the save. And right on the cage was ball. Kicks over the top. Looks up. Great forward pass down there to Lily Whitty. Just looks inside. Ball to be won. Lots of numbers on the deck. Oh, there's a roll. That's a beautiful forward somersault there. That's a 9.7 from the Russian judge. But it's not going to give her the ball. And Lily Shaw will take that one. And obviously the Austrian judge didn't like the form. So ball on the outer side. Coming down here through Meacham. Meacham with the ball, looking for her option is Barley Dawson. Dawson up against Shido. Kicks it down there to Norman. Dawson, Norman still with the ball. Rolls inside. Good crash. Ball out the back. And that's going to fiddle away out to the back corner, but no damage done as Lily Harris has the backup there for Victoria. And she will bring the ball back into play for an offensive set. And we see them spread really wide here, Victoria, or they've actually come up the top. It must be a bit of a set play. Ball tipped down. Pop gets picked up. Doesn't get picked up. Suarez-Yuri, she will pick it up. Looks down the bottom corner. And Lefty just misses the cage. Needed another step there, did Rhiannon Bergen. And ball out the back. And that is going to be a South Australian ball. Voisey will take the ball. As Voisey just looks out straight into the sunshine. Fine Larwood. And off to the races. Looks inside. Good defence there. Looks up. Finds Lawson. Lawson looking for her option. Just pops inside. Whitty. So Lawson with the ball. She's got Whitty on her left. She's got Larwood. I was going to say she thought she had to go back 40 metres there for the cricket run-up. Ball down the back there to Shido. Shido over to May. May assessing her options. Cut there from Larwood. May just little fake inside with Yuri and pops that one away. And Asha May will get her first of the game. And that brings South Australia closer at 8-7. And good little fake there. But I thought she was had the opportunity to shoot that probably a bit earlier than what she did. But wanted to get right on the cage. And it doesn't matter. It worked. Saw the flutter of the back of the mesh as the ball hit it. And we've got an 8-7 game here. And I think this is what it's going to be like all day for the rest of the game. I think this game is going to come down. And I know I love it, but golden goal. Nothing better than golden goal for the opening of a tournament. Yeah, you can't get your blood rushing any better than that. And where would you want to watch it other than on the Australian Lacrosse Network? Live and free, coming to you all weekend with 2 games a day for the next couple. And then we've got 3 games on the Sunday as we will bring you the 3-4 boys final and the 1-2 boys and 1-2 women's final on the Sunday. Looking like being an absolutely beautiful day here at Brighton on Sunday. 10% chance of rain as we see Keely Shido just give the ball up. Little fake again. Looks at getting open. Does Lily Hayes. Hayes. Ball to be won. Great pickup. And that's going to be in the... Oh, no. Pre-check. Pre-check called. Unfortunately, from Alana Eag. So, ball here with Jessica Stone. She looks out wide. She finds Rhiannon Bergen. And she fires down the centre of the field. Just misses the pass. Ball to be won, coming the other way. Good defence from South Australia. Not making it easy there on Dawson, who wants to get in. Kicks it out to Miriam Suarez-Yuri. And she just says, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's get set. And let's have some good offence down here. Although, looks inside, likes what she saw. Dawson spins her back around on her left. She's already got 3 for the day. Kicks it up to Norman. Norman with the ball. Looking at her options. Just overcommitted there, Larwood. Allows it a good crash there from her compatriots in the South Australian defence. Pushing out. Cutters coming again. As far as Yuri looking at creating some space. Good crash again from the South Australians. And that shot pushed wide to the left as Victoria picked the ball up on the outer side there with Abby Burns. And Burns just brings it back up the top under immense pressure from Eag. Sorry, that is from Hayes. Ball up the top here. Lily Harris just setting a 2-man game up the top, or a 2-woman game. And that is going to be a dangerous shot, is it? Or is that going to be a free space? Oh, we're going to see a free space here. Well, I thought that hit one of the players in front of her. So, you know, they're always looking at that, but maybe around the ankles. So, opportunity here for Victoria with a free shot. South Australia doing a great job of crashing. Great shot. That is just on the left-hand hip. And Lily Harris, did she fire that with a bit of passion coming off that left hip? And that one rattled the back of the cage. And she gets her first of the game, does Lily Harris. And back out again to a 2-goal lead, Victoria. As we see a 9-7 game here. And that free shot, I always say, can imagine that in men's lacrosse if that ever started. That would just be, the guys that would line up, they'd miss 90% of the cage because they'd be trying to shoot it too hard. But if that ever came to men's lacrosse, watch out. So, ball back in the centre. As we see Shido back in there. Ball didn't really get that high. I think it got a flat tyre as it got pushed against the sticks. Suarez-Yuri. And good little feet skills there too, there from Lily Hayes. She was just all over that. So ball back in the centre. And the sun is beautiful here at Brighton Lacrosse Club. Ball. That's a better centre draw. Good job there from Hayes. Hayes still there to pick it up. She's just stuck her foot on it. That might be a Victorian ball. And, yeah, she did have her foot straight on the top of the ball, so that's always going to be a turnover. So Suarez-Yuri with the ball. And numbers down here. South Australia are allowing her to just get a head of steam. And having seen her already put 3 away, you probably don't want to allow that and have to crash. Good pick off there from Voisey. She was all over it. Ball coming the other way. Now, this is where South Australia have done really well when they've had those opportunities. May with the ball will take on Meacham. But Meacham doing a fantastic job just to push May out. And that fast start will happen. So the opportunity here for South Australia. Milbank steps up, lefty. That's the right side for it. Just loses the handle of the ball. Ball still to be won. Hayes with the ball. Just pulls it out. Sunshine being a factor here. You'd like to see the South Australian women using this right-hand side to come down because that sun would be glaring in the keeper's face at the moment as Osborne has the ball. Space behind her, but being well guarded there by Bokma. But that's inside. She's free to hands. Looks the other side. Pops it away. And what a great finish there and take from Kelsey Lawson. And Kelsey Lawson just on that left. I thought she was going to fire that one away, but just looked down bottom right. Found Lawson. Great take and pops that one away. And not much Stone could have done then, as she's not happy with herself. But what goalie is when a goal goes in. So all clear is that one. And that is her third for the game as well. Lawson and South Australia draw within one of the Victorian side. And you see that that break from South Australia when they have that goalie. Kira looks up very quickly, Voisey, at her options, and that doesn't allow the defence to set well. And on that case, there was no damage done, and the damage was done after that. But ball back in the centre. Centre draw. As a great pick up there from Haynes. Haynes, fantastic down by the shoelaces. She just about tied her shoes up as well when she was taking that one. And Suarez Yuri, she just says, you know what, rubbin's racing. This is a under-18 championship game. And we see Lily Harris, who got the last goal for the Victorians, kick the ball down here to Dawson. Dawson assessing her options. Great inside cut there from Haynes. Looks in. Oh, there we go again. Great take. But you know what? Great patience to look back in. And there we go. Great feed. Ebony Norman. She gets another one. And what a great feed there from Lily Harris. And she'll take the assist with that goal. A fantastic job from Ebony Norman. That's her third of the game. And we've got 3 players now for Victoria with hat tricks. As we see a timeout given to South Australia here. They just want to talk about it. They seem to be out by 2, Victoria. Get back within 1. Another one comes on. And I'll just, while I've got a minute or 2, we'll go through the goal scorers here. So we've got number 2, Ebony Norman. She has 3 for the game for Victoria. Number 3, Marley Dawson. She has 3. We've got number 12, Miriam Suarez Yuri. She has 3 on the board as well. And the one goal, 1 assist now for Lily Harris after feeding that one in. And we see South Australia, their scorers at the moment as we have this break for a timeout. Danny Cox, number 1, has 1. Kelsey Lawson, she gets her hat trick for the game with 4. Number 4 with 3. Kate Osborne has 1. Lily Whitty has 1. Keely Shido has 1. And Asha May has 1 as well, as the South Australian coaches are just having a bit of a chat about maybe how we can tighten up defensively in that area and not allow the opportunity for that cutter to come across and feed that centre player, because every time she comes across, her arms are free for the shot. So maybe the players need to sit in a different defensive position and not allow the free movement of those arms to be allowed to swing a stick from 3 metres out and not give a keeper very much chance at all. But we do see that a lot in the women's game. Defence is very hard to play sometimes. And sometimes you get called up for doing everything right. And often keepers, especially women's keepers, seem to take about 80% of the ball within about that 3 metre mark of the cage. So, but kudos to any keeper who wants to even step in there. They do a fantastic job. Not one for me. So ball back in the centre. Larwood up against Dawson. Ball out the back and straight there to Haynes. She's had the last couple, and just as they crash, given Victoria an opportunity to break down here. Dawson looks inside, pops, and there's a great save. Or did that one come off the pipe? Either or, goes down to the goalie. We see Larwood with the ball, guarded there by Haynes. Haynes looking in. Good work there by Cox. She's only got 1 to beat here. Now 2 to beat. So Danny Cox with the ball. Just taking it down the back. She's got Milbank on her left. And Cox just looking. Lefty. They always like to get in on the cage. Larwood setting up a 2-man game. Little switch. Needs to roll inside. There's one open now. Pops it in the middle. And just misses the cage there. Does Osborne to the left-hand side. But no damage done. They will get back up as Milbank will bring the ball back in here for South Australia. Currently 10-8 is the score. Live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network for all your free lacrosse, especially throughout this weekend. Plenty of games on for the weekend. And this is just a bit of a prelude to what we have for the rest of the competition. Milbank just looking into the sun there, I reckon. As that's going to come off her stick and a turnover to South Australia. And that will be brought in there by Pagliario. No, who is that? Sorry, can't see that number. Bockma, sorry. But again, a turnover for South Australia. And South Australia, if they get into position quickly here, have a... No, but didn't take the advantage. Again, steps in and likes that one. A little backhand left-hander. Osborne with a miss on the last one, but didn't miss that one. That one went to the right of the cage, just down to the bottom keeper. Almost a little backhand left-hander on the right hand. And that was Kate Osborne with her second. And back to a 10-9 game here. So the score just keeps ebbing and flowing. And have we got a game on our hands here? And what will the coaches for the Victorian and South Australian teams being? So the head coach is Steve Bowen and assistant coach is Tim Dobson for the Victorians. We've got co-coaches on the House South Australian side, Wendy Walsh, Charlotte Winnan. And we'll mention the managers, Rachel Lawson and Brenton May, and obviously for the Victorians, Pamela Stone. So all doing a great job out here at the start of this tournament. And we know they do a great job because without these volunteers, these things just don't happen, as do the black and white out there who do a fantastic job as well. Oh, ball to be won. That could have been still an option here. South Australia, can they even it up? Looks inside, just missed the ball. Ball to be won here. Suarez Urish, I don't think she's missed a ground ball all day. And there's the pace there from Miriam. She's opened up. Fast man break. Just misses the top of the player. Hasn't gone out. Great back up there from Norman. Norman settles. Guarded by Shido. Shido steps up, looks over the top, and another loose ball here. Larwood needs to win this one. Gets to put pressure on 2-on-1 here. Larwood does a great job to fight. Danny Cox doing a fantastic job as well. Oh, that one just off of the blue, unfortunately, Meacham. And not going to be able to free start from that position. So you're going to have to head in. Cox, she's got a player open. And under immense pressure. So if there's two open, there's one there. May picks the ball up. Good job there from Cox to just find a spare player. And what an opportunity there for South Australia. May with the ball. Bit of razzle-dazzle with the one hand. She says, come on, Lily Shaw. Let's see what you've got in the defensive end. May still with the ball. Looks up. I thought she was going to do the little flip pass there. Kicks to Osborne. Osborne looks inside. And a flag on the play. Penalty. Has advantage. Advantage waved off. Kicks it back to May. May to Hayes. Hayes. Little grass monster there, just holding onto the ball as it's on the deck. Oh, great work there from Haynes. Runs in, steps inside, looks, fires, and we've got a free space there. So Hayes is going to have a free shot here to even it up. It is 10-9 currently Victoria against South Australia, and Hayes with an opportunity here. But we've seen what Stone's done so far, and she's eaten a couple of these big ones up. Steps inside, pops, 5-hole. And we've got a game on our hand here in the first of the live televised from the Australian Lacrosse Network. As we see there, Lily Hayes with her first of the game. And number 10 makes it 10-all on the scoreboard. And we'll come back to the centre. And what a fantastic first game to be able to bring you on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And if this is anything to go by, the rest of the weekend is going to be an absolutely cracker. And it's not going to cost you anything to watch us. So we look forward to everyone tuning in over the weekend, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Ball in the middle. Good work. Ball down. We've got Hayes in there. Oh, just picking, popping, and comes out. Osborne. And there you go. That one stuck up on me too. That is three-quarter time here. Scores all tied away. 10-all. The Victorian South Australian game as the sun just pops its head behind the clouds here. And go through some quick goal scorers. They haven't changed a great deal from the last ones I said. Norman with 3, Dawson with 3, Suarez Yuri with 3, and Lily Harris with 1 for the Victorians. Cox with 1 for South Australia. Lawson with 3, Osborne with 2, Hayes with 1, Whitty with 1, Shido with 1, May with 1. And I'll just point that out, that both goalkeepers doing a fantastic job in there for their sides. as they've made a couple of huge saves, which certainly make a big difference in this game. But it is three-quarter time, as the three-quarter time heroes come out to play. The boys out there, Victorian boys out watching the girls. And good crowd out here for afternoon in the non-sunshine of the Brighton Lacrosse Club. And having Brighton Lacrosse Club, we need to give kudos to the club. They've done a fantastic job. And all the guys who have been helping set up for this broadcast and just generally. And there was a couple of boys we should say thank you to putting up the marquee before, which is Jared Pangrazio. He did a fantastic job, and with his JP Solar and Electrical Services. So get on to Jared. He's a well-known South Australian man, but he came in this morning and out of his own goodwill and got us able to get this broadcast up and away with some data cables and certainly with some scaffolds and all the bits and pieces. And to the other guys that came down, to John and Paul Kernahan, who were helping as well with the scaffold, and Jack Zuvich, who were doing a great job. But I wonder how Anastasia is doing up there at the moment. She's probably freezing up there, but she's doing a great job on the camera, allowing everyone to see this fantastic game. And as the three-quarter time break just comes to an end and the sunshine just starts to poke its head around the cloud again, we're set for a big fourth quarter here in this first of these teams' games for this first of the Lacrosse Australia Under-18 2022 National Championships. And ball back into the centre. So, I think we got Larwood in there against Dawson. Dawson, I don't think, apart from one, I think Dawson's taken every centre draw for Victoria today. Might have been Suarez Yuri who took the other one. So, why not when you're doing it like that and winning the ball? So, ball to be won, and that's going to be a withhold or a cover. So, ball in the stick. Dawson has the ball. She's picked up, but no one's behind her. She has a shot, pops that one away. And again, a lot of the shots coming down low today. And great job there from Dawson, who gets her fourth of the game. And Victoria out to a one-goal lead again. So ball back to the centre. And we see Hayes here up against Dawson. Hayes and Dawson, and done a fantastic job through the centre here has Dawson. Shido just finding her own bit of space out to the left here. Ball straight up, straight out. Hayes can pass it on, and she finds Shido. Shido looks inside. Osborne, she's already got a couple of goals. She likes that turn on the left, and just finds some space now. Kicks it up here to Lawson. Lawson down to Shido. No, look to go to Shido, but very much man-on-man defense at the moment, which opens up some holes. Oh, little floater out the top of the stick from Lawson. Looked like it was just going to do the old alley-oop, just pop into the top, but went over the top. And good backing up there from Larwood, who picks the ball out to May. May, just a little head fake. Little head fake, steps through, pops onto the cage. Great foot save there from Stone. And a fantastic save by the keeper then. Haynes up the top. But South Australia regaining the ball. And it's like, again, those little 1%ers, the goalies can make a big difference. Larwood steps inside, allowing, and pops that one right. And we're back to an 11-all game here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club. As great shot there. And 11-all is the game. As Ivy Larwood just has her stick checked, is all clear. And that is Ivy's first goal of the game as well. So 11-all here at the Brighton Lacrosse Club in the first of many games this weekend for the under-18 Boys and Girls National Championships, brought to you live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. For all your lacrosse needs, get on to the Australian Lacrosse Network, and you always see us on the YouTube as well. You've got the high definition TV watching us on the 65-incher. So good work out of the centre there from Victoria. Pop, little one over, kicks it down the back, finds Norman. Good cut inside there. And Harris knocked down, but great spot to be. One out the back. Just need the ball. And no damage done as yet. And that is Lauren O'Callaghan. Steps up the top, finds Lip. And obviously after that little bit of an incident earlier, she's all good. Oh, just steps through May. And going to have to come back. So May with the ball. Suarez Yuri. So she just needs to give some space here. There we go. And she's got Lawson on her left as we just get a bit of time added for do up the shoe. Duty of care for the players. Always our first priority. Steps inside May. Oh, that could have been another one there from Suarez Yuri. But May looking for her option. There must be a free player here if they've been able to double, and there's going to be a card. So we're going to see a man-up opportunity as Abby Burns heads to the bench. And South Australia with a 2-minute woman-up opportunity. So May just kicks it down to Shido. So opportunity here, and this is where the scores have been found as we find Lawson off the tink. Found the bar, and that has under pressure is the keeper, under massive pressure. And we're going to see a card here. Oh, don't know about that with a helmet on. As we see Kelly Shido. It always gets me where cards are given out in that fashion with a keeper with a helmet on, where you're not going to do any damage because of the helmet. But I suppose the rule is the rule. It's still a bubble, but you would expect that there'd be a, Anyway, both teams even in a penalty situation. That's gone over the head. Needs a turn. Ball on the ground. Little flick out. And that's going to be a cover. South Australian ball. Covered the ball to flick it out. So ball here with O'Callaghan. Hang on. No whistle. And going to have to be back a few metres. So there's a little pass over if they're watching. Yep, Larwood. She got the last goal of the game. Kicks it to Hayes. Hayes. We've got an 11-all scoreline here if you're just joining us on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Looks inside, just loses the handle of the ball. But Osborne was there to pick that ball up. Looks inside, likes that left-hand turn onto her from her right to her left as pops in. And there's another card. So Victoria going 2 players down here. South Australia with 1. And the cards are just starting to come late in this game. So Harris there will sit with the card as we see Osborne with a free shot. No free shot, but she's going to make it a free shot and pops that one down the bottom right-hand corner. South Australia take the lead, 12-11. And again, two players down with that penalty. And Osborne, with her 3rd of the game, sends it out to a 12-11 game here. And the way the quarters have snuck up on us, I'm going to have to watch out for that 2-minute bell. Well, I'm used to hearing the cowbell go off. But it's only when I hear the bell. Back into the centre. So South Australia, for the first time in a while, I think, just back in front. Held that lead at 3-2 at quarter time, and I don't think they've really been in front since. So late in the game, but I'll tell you what, Dawson, if she has anything to do with it, there's going to be a whistle there, and it's called from somewhere. Yep, and a good call. Yeah, might have been a better angle from the umpire on the other side. So Dawson with the ball. Just into the sun there a little, if there is some sun there for Kikucha. Down the back is Burns. Burns. Inside roll is Norman. Norman still working hard, looking to find a free space. That's a good defence there from South Australia. Kicks it over to Suarez Yuri, who just tries to bring her defender out to her and succeeds as Lily Whitty just gets her out the back. Now takes it to X. Double on the ball. Good work there. Suarez Yuri kicks up the top. Opened up here for Norman. Norman, good crash and a flag on the play. So that's going to be a free shot there to Norman. And as you say, in this women's game, this is where all keepers earn their crust. So you've got Kira Voisey. All shots have been going low so far. Are they going to change the scene and go high? Nope, going low again. And every shot so far has been low just about on the keepers. And we see Norman with her 4th of the game, and we're back to a 12-all game here. As the sun just starts to head down behind the trees. Probably got about 7 minutes in the game. We've got a whistle over there. Don't know what that's all about. I thought someone was going to call a timeout there for a second. Definitely heard a whistle the other side. Not to be. So big, and these are the centre draws that really matter with about 7 minutes to go here. These centre draws in the women's game are crucial. Might have been a pre-check there. But and Lawson just misses the ball. Suarez Yuri gets inside, misses the cage, but good back up there from Norman. And just digging it out of the garden there is Ebony Norman, doing her own little bit of gardening. Kicks the ball up here to Harris. Harris, she just sort of nods to say, let's get out the way, as Jessica Schill is guarding her. Good defence, though, from South Australia. Just not allowing their shot. Just watching her back. Just didn't quite watch it back. Nearly got her pocket picked on up the top there. Ball back up the top. Back to Harris. We're back to where we started. It's deja vu. As Suarez Yuri set to pick. Good knockdown. Oh, great pick up there from Osborne. Tell you what, I think she put some sticky glue in her stick for that one. That just sort of bounced up, and as we see an infringement there. So still back on. And this is where you'd love to see the girls promoting the ball and not allowing that pressure to be built up there. Oh, steps inside. Probably not the pass to have just coming into offense. Ball to be won. Still on the deck to the keeper. So Stone has it. Looks up. Just at the feet. Still at the feet. And we've got a blocking foul there. Don't see that very often in a 2-on-1 comp. So Danny Cox with the ball. Comes in. Sets the pick. Whitty. Down the back. Kicks it there to Eag. Eag under pressure. And just working on trying to find some space there. Kicks the ball to Whitty. Whitty to Cox. Just steps inside on her player. Steps around. And a advantage had here is Cox. Steps, pops off the bar. And ball out the back there with Lawson to Cox. Cox up the top. That's a big ball to be won here. Hayes steps through. Still steps through. There we go. Suarez Yuri just wanted it that little bit more. Kicks it over here to Dawson. Dawson's already got 3 for the day. Just loses the handle of the ball, and the ball's coming back the other way. Lip looks down. Finds Cox. Cox. Good defense there from her player. And that was Meacham just to get in the way from that open... But Cox running around, steps up, steps down, looks inside. Again, misses the handle of the ball. Whitty. Ball here with Stone. Stone, look at her options. Kicks it up over the top. Good there to Kukucha. Steps up into the sunshine. We got Norman with the ball. Norman. And that's the one you'd shoot, especially with that shot. Oh, inside. And that one's come off the stick. And Victoria get one in front through the stick of Lily Harris. And it is a 13-12 game here. Victoria up with about 3 minutes to go in the give or take in the quarter. And we have a Victoria just... Oh, no goal. No goal. Disallowed, sorry. While I was watching coming back, she's obviously stepped in the circle. All right, rub that one out. Sorry, Lily. You've only got one for the day so far. So, Boise with the ball. About 3 minutes to go. Are we going to golden goal? That's what we want to see. I love golden goal. There's nothing better than golden goal for a championship opening game. As we see Boise here. About 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Maybe just under. South Australia with the ball with an opportunity. A good break out there. And Osborne's done a power of work through there. It's just starting to get tired. So is Norman. Norman's had a fantastic game today. A push called there. But you can just see legs starting to tire a little bit. So South Australia with an opportunity here at 12 all. And Osborne has the ball. She's got nobody down there on Lawson. Oh, just crashes late. So Osborne's got to watch her back. Going to get her pocket pinched here. But good enough to do that. Kicks it up there to Hayes. Hayes with the ball. She wants someone to come to her. Just sort of slowing down the play. Hayes looks up the top. Kicks it to Osborne. Osborne with the ball. Looking for space behind her. Just clearing her out. She likes to roll left, likes to roll right. Steps inside, pops a top shelf. And we hear a rattle of the cookie jar up the top shelf there. And that is all clear. No. What do we have here? Just waiting on the umpires. Yep, all clear South Australia. Osborne gets the goal. That's her fourth of the game. And South Australia out to a 13-12 game. No, hang on. Yellow card. Oh, so a yellow card's been handed out here to Ebony Norman. So goal counts, and Norman will sit in the box for, well, what is the last 2 minutes, because there's limited time left in this game as the clock is just about handed to the CBO there. And because that penalty occurred after the goal, South Australia will start with the ball. So perfect opportunity here to just try and run some clock down. I would just be throwing it straight back to the keeper and go backwards. But that's me, because you've turned the ball over here, it gives an opportunity. And I tell you what, if it's in the hands of Miriam Suarez-Yuri, even though they are man down, she's been carving up all day. Lose the handle of the ball, but going to be a push. So we've got stop clock here in the last 2 minutes. What an exciting game it is. 13-12 South Australia. Under 2 minutes to go. Clock is on the field. And Kira with a free shot against Suarez-Yuri. And this is where they earn their dollars, the keepers. Steps, pops, and through the 5-hole. We could be going to golden goal in this South Australia Victorian match. That is 4 goals as well for Miriam Suarez-Yuri. But Victoria still will be a man down. So South Australia not playing that very smart at all. They're a woman down. They get the free ball from the centre. Could have just given it straight back to defence. Everyone's pushed forward. You hang out for a minute and a half, you win the game. But they decided to take on the defence, and the defence turned it over, and it headed back the other way. And we have a 13-all game here. Victoria, South Australia, and we have a timeout to Victoria, I believe. Well, what a great game too. We weren't going to telecast this game, but we thought, you know what, we may as well see if the live stream works. And for all of you watching live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network, it's great to have you on board. We hope you're enjoying the first of many games. We've got another 7 games for you over the weekend. And we look forward to you joining in here to the Australian Lacrosse Network for all your under-18 Lacrosse Australia national coverage. And another big shout out to JT Solar for all their work done. Jared Pangrazio and everyone else here who's helping out. Anastasia up there on the camera. She's still alive, because I tell you what, she's bringing great pictures to us here through the Australian Lacrosse Network. And what is going to happen in this last little minute and a half. We have a game on our hands, and do we have to extend the coverage? Go to OT. I hope Gilly's worked on the overtime scoreboard. If not, Gilly, and you're listening, you better get your work cut out just in case. And can we get a big golden thing that flashes up when the golden goal comes, Gilly? I know you can do mostly anything you can. So, ball back in the centre. Massive centre draw here for both teams. As we see Hayes into the centre, up against Dawson. And it's funny because I thought the Lawson-Dawson matchup early was really good. But obviously the coaching staff have seen different. And maybe they've got Lawson trying to cover Miriam Suarez-Yuri as they line up together. So huge centre to be won. And that is won there by Dawson. Dawson with an opportunity now for Victoria. Can they hold out for the last shot? Clock is in the hand of the referee out there. Ball down the back. Suarez-Yuri kicks it to Harris. No, not quite. She says, I'm going to take this myself. Lawson guarding her. So Suarez-Yuri just... maybe the coach has called the timeout and said, when we get to 20 seconds, then we're going to go. So, penalty here is about to be released. That's what they're waiting for. I forgot the penalty was on. Everything else is getting really exciting in this game. So, penalty potentially about to be released. No pressure here. South Australia only sending one. Kicks the ball up here to Harris. Harris back to Suarez-Yuri. And this works in the hands of the South Australians, actually, because... Oh, great check there. That's a fantastic check from Kelsey Lawson. And now South Australia with limited opportunity. So Lawson brings the ball in. She's got Osborne here. Down. Voisey with the ball. She'll take it. She'll try and take a penalty here. Does Voisey. Voisey. Oh, don't go back across goal. That's probably the worst thing in any sport you could do, especially for my heart after the last few weeks. Ball here. Kicks in with Hayes. Hayes. South Australia with an opportunity now. Are they going to go to golden goal, or is time? Clock is on. Great save there from Stone. Ball could come back the other way. Outlet here. Kicks it up there to Harris. Harris under pressure from Lip. Under pressure from Larwood. And we are headed to golden goal in this first game of the Under-18 Championships. And does it get any better? Golden goal. I believe we'll just get it worked out, but sometimes they'll go 4 minutes either way. We'll just find out from the referees. Sometimes it's a 4-minute quarter either way. If it doesn't go there, it's golden goal. But the last few championships have been golden goal from the start. So we'll just double check that with the umpires and referees to how that sits. The coaches will have a chat, and we will give you some more information. But I'll tell you what, the information I can give you at hand at the moment is 13 all at the end of full time. And we're either going to sudden death, 2-minute break. It is 4 minutes each way. Yep. All right, just confirmation there that we will have a 4-minute break followed by a 4-minute quarter. If the scores are still tied after the 4-minute quarter, we'll have a 2-minute break followed by a 4-minute quarter. And if scores are still tied after that, we will go to golden goal. So we hope you're enjoying the live stream here on the Australian Lacrosse Network, as the lights have just been turned on at the Brighton Lacrosse Club. No one thought it was going to go this long, but they should should be good for the camera angles for the live stream. And I can tell you, let's go through some scorers while we've got a bit of time here. For the Victorian side, we've got Ebony Norman with 4, Marley Dawson with 4, Miriam Suarez-Yuri with 4, and Lily Harris with 1, which is 13. And then for South Australia, we have Danny Cox with 1, Kelsey Lawson with 3, Kate Osborne with 4, Lily Whitty with 1, Keely Shido with 1, Ashlyn May with 1, and Ivy Larwood with 1. And if you reckon this is what we will be bringing you for the rest of the competition here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And you know what? I'll have golden goal every day, thanks. If I could put an order in now, that would be fantastic. Nothing better than being up and about for a commentary. So no timeouts in this 4-minute period. So it is 4 minutes each way with a 2-minute break. And if scores are tied at the end of those 4 minutes, we do go to my golden goal. So here we go. Back in the centre, we have Dawson up against Hayes. Centre draw to take place. Dawson's done an outstanding job through the centre all day for Victoria. As the crowd, you can just start to hear them get into it now. Start to pick up. Hairs in the back of the neck stuff. Here we go. It is extra time. South Australia, Victoria. Ball to be won. Ball on the deck. Still on the deck. Picked up. Not quite in the stick. And that is going to be a pre-check on South Australia. So that's going to go the way of Dawson. Dawson with the ball. As South Australia, Larwood, smart, just finds her way in front. Doubled here. So looks down. Oh, off the foot. Ball coming. Abbott with the opportunity to pick the ball up. Abbott still looking to pick the ball up. Good job there from Lawson. In the right place, right time. Ball. There's a forward pass here to Larwood. Oh, there's going to be a card. And Suarez Yuri might, let's see what this one is. Yellow. You know what? Rubbin's racing at this time of the game. So we've got a push. No. And we've got a push. Okay, so we've got a 2. No. Okay. So been given. Wow. I could have sworn that was Suarez Yuri who caused that contact. And yeah, it's been given to Kikucha, who will sit the penalty. I don't know. Maybe I was watching something different. But here we go. Lawson with the ball. No. Oh, now we're going to have another card. Okay, so let's not ruin it with cards here. Let's not all get excited too quickly, because you can ruin a really good game by throwing a few of them. Just need to settle down. So Victoria with 2 in the box. Great opportunity for South Australia as Victoria just sort out their defensive end. So it's going to be 6-on-4, South Australia. So who's going to draw first blood here in this first 4 minutes? South Australia steps inside. Hayes. Ball down the back. Larwood just pops inside. And there we go. Milbank sitting in the middle. Not there. Larwood's still there. Osborne trying to drive when there's 3 players. And we're going to have a South Australian ball. I don't know whether it's men's or women's lacrosse. I've always found that when you man up, if you pass the ball, eventually something opens. And South Australia currently two players up. So why not get the ball around and send cutters through there, and something will open up very easily. So ball here. May steps inside. Great save there from Jess Stone. And is that one that's going to turn a game? She's got 10 seconds and she's out, so she's going to cover the ball. And this is where we saw a penalty last time. Good check. Oh, that almost covering the ball. Ball down. Picked up by Abbott. Dropped by Abbott. Picked up by Abbott. Dropped by Abbott. Picked up by Dawson. So Dawson with the ball. Comes down with Lawson on her. Suarez Yuri. Opportunity here. Suarez Yuri. Man down. Flag. So a flag down for another card. Oh, I tell you, I don't know. Anyway, we will see Keely Shido find the bench with a card. I don't know. This time of the game, I've always found that if you just let it go, everything go, you find that it works its way out. But we've got cards here. Suarez Yuri with an opportunity. Huge save there from Jess Stone down the other end. And the Victorians with an opportunity for the same thing. What's Kira Voisey here? We're right behind this shot. And it would be a great camera angle. Step off the stick. Great save there from Voisey. But backed up. Well backed up there from Lily Harris. Good save there. Both keepers just keeping it in. So only 4 minutes in this first period. or first of 2 periods. So ball up the top, and if it is still even, VIC, great save. Oh, free space. Woo, let him play. As a free shot will be had here by Abby Burns for Victoria. So VIC having a stand up again here for the South Australians. Can South Australia crash on this and not allow that shot? Lawson on her right. Whistle popped. That's hit the deck. And that is going to be a South Australian ball. Going back to VIC. So opportunity here for South. No. Okay, let's... okay, I'm confused. It should be a South Australian ball. Save. You know what? It was already a South Australian ball, so how Victoria could have that. They pointed the South Australian way. Let's not ruin a good game here. So VIC with a huge save there. So Victoria, opportunity. Steps out, Abbott with the ball, rolls inside, good defence. Kick down the back there, finds Burns. Burns with the ball, looking for a cutter. That's Dawson. Dawson. Burns still with the ball. Looking up, has defence, playing good defence, rolls inside. The crash comes, pop, yes! Top shelf. And 15. And there's still time. The time has not run out. There is still an opportunity here for South Australia. Have we gone just straight to sudden death? It is sudden death. 4 minutes. Victoria win. Here's golden goal. And Victoria will run out winners 14-13 here after a massive amount of confusion down in that bottom corner where there was a point. The arm was pointed to the South Australian end as the ball was won by her. And then VIC came up with a big save with that shot taken. And all of a sudden there was another opportunity given at Victoria, certainly. And we've got a, looks like the goal scorer and winner there, Abby Burns, is just, she hurt her knee or her ankle when she went down there after the celebration. So we'll just keep an eye on her. Just while the stream is still going, but it looks like she scored the game winner there, and it's she's either grabbing an ankle, and it looks more like an ankle or a knee in the celebration. So I don't know what's happened there, but we wish her all the best. You know what? Again, fantastic shot from the top from Abby Burns to win the game, and we'll just keep an eye on what's going on down there. But she looks in a little bit of distress while she's on the ground there. So sending our best wishes out to Abby, who not what you like to see after the game one, and I think it was in the celebrations that it happened. I don't think it was anything to do with the gameplay, but it was more in the celebrations which has caused an issue here, and she's still on the deck, and the Victorians just getting around her. So, yeah, there we go. What a first game of the live and free streams to you from the Australian Lacrosse Network. And that had it all. Golden goal, and South Australia with a massive opportunity. Huge save from Jess Stone there in that first little one. Ball comes back the other way. Huge couple of saves from VIC. But unfortunately, the floodgates open, and with those free shots, you just don't get to save huge amounts of them. We'll go through the scores quickly before we wrap up the live stream for today. Ebony Norman with 4 for Victoria, Dawson with 4, Suarez Yuri with 4, 1 for Abby Burns, and the game winner 1 Lily Harris. And for South Australia, 1 from Daddy Cox, 3 from Kelsey Lawson, 4 from Kate Osborne, 1 from Lily Whitty, 1 from Keely Shido, 1 from Ashlyn May, and 1 from Ivy Larwood. That is a 14-13 score, and what a fantastic game to open here for the live stream for the Australian Lacrosse Network. And until the... thank you to everyone involved here. To Ben, who's just doing it remotely. We might have gone down, but if we haven't gone down, I'm just going to keep talking. And thanks to Anastasia up the top. And until the sticks are swinging tomorrow, we'll see you back here live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network.